Hi, everyone. A very good evening to all of you, or good afternoon, or good morning. I hope you all are sound and safe. It's very nice to see you all. As I always say, make sure to drop in your name with your country name, where you are tuning in from. We will be starting a session in another, let's say, 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, by the time others can join us as well. Good evening, Shinjini. Good evening, Pixel Plus Gaming. Good evening. It's nice to have you all here. So are you all excited for today's session? Come on. Yeah. We will be starting a session in another 3 to 4 minutes, not five, my bad. Good evening, Rajvi. Good evening, Aarti. Good evening, Aniket. It's nice to have you all back. So we will be starting our session in another 2 minutes maximum by the time more people can join us as well. Good evening, Sanjana. Good morning, Josha. It's nice to have you all. Drop in your country names from where you all are joining us. So we have Sarvesh from India, Tamil Nadu. Nice to have you. What about others? Where are you joining us from? Come on. Jaipur, India, Tamil Nadu. Nice. It's great to have you all. India, Bhopal. What about others? Coimbatore. That's great. Rajdeep from Jharkhand. That's nice. West Bengal. Shinjini. Okay. Sanjana from Tamil Nadu. Nice to have you. Karnataka. That's great. So we have a lot of people joining us from different states of India as well. That's so nice to have you all here. So are you all excited for this session? Give me a thumbs up because we are going to learn and explore the machine learning environment. We're going to learn how to implement machine learning with our project, and we are also going to make one very interesting activity of farmers' help. So that is what we are going to do today. And of course, we will be using our buddy Quarky as well. So we are going to use Quarky also. So I will be introducing you to Quarky as well, and we will be implementing Quarky with the farmers help activity. Perfect. I think that's a right time to start and begin with our session today. So without further ado, once again, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everybody joining us for the second session of this exclusive training bootcamp powered by Codeavour. So thank you so much for all of you for tuning in, because I have seen a lot of you putting a lot of questions, queries, and interacting all the way through till the end of the session. It really does motivates me a lot to come up live every day to teach you something new. So this session is focused on mastering machine learning in PictoBlox and introducing Quarky to you all. So I hope you all are as excited as I am for this particular session. Okay, perfect. So let's take a look at the session outcomes. So I will be introducing you to machine learning, which is something that I would be interacting with you. So the interaction will be very live on the YouTube. Then I will be asking you what machine learning is, what are the different types, if you know about the same, and then just like in a nice discussion that we will be having via YouTube chat. Then we will be moving towards the machine learning environment in PictoBlox. That how exactly that machine learning environment that is dedicatedly there in the PictoBlox application, how does that look like? I have already shown it to you, but I will be, of course, going in brief today. We will be discussing a lot about the same. And then I will be, of course, referring to the Pictopedia once again, where you can take a look at the machine learning environment, which is very well explained over there with a lot of good examples as well. Then, of course, we will be moving forward with an activity of farmers help, for which I have different cue cards over here. Let me just quickly adjust my background. Just one second. So you can see I have different cue cards over here. So these cue cards we will be using for this particular session. So I hope you all are excited as I am. All right. And then we will be saying hello to Quarky. I will be introducing you all to the Quarky, our amazing robot buddy. Then how can we implement Quarky to the farmers help application that we will be making, plus different activities that you can create with Quarky in track one. So that is something that we will be taking a look at. Now coming to introduction to machine learning. I want all of you to tell me what exactly machine learning is in your own words in the chat box. I want to take a look at the same. Aniket, if you do not have Quarky, that's not a problem. Just take a look at what exactly I will be teaching in this session. If you feel like you want to use Quarky in your activity, or sorry, in your project for Codeavour, you can get one as well. But don't worry, if you do not have Quarky, that's not a problem. As this session is a generic session, it is for all of the participants. So there will be participants who will be having Quarky, there will be participants who will not be having Quarky. But it's just to showcase that what Quarky can do. And if you want and how to implement Quarky with your innovative projects that you will be creating for whatever. That's the only thing that I wanted to mention, that if you do not have Quarky, that's not a problem. Just take a look at how exactly, if you want to, you can implement it. Okay. Because I have mainly focused on machine learning today and how exactly you can create an innovative project with the same. Quarky is just an addition to it. Okay, very good. Vasthani answered, machine learning means we are learning with AI. Okay. What about others? Aniket, you can get it from the website. Every product is there on the STEMpedia website. You can get it from there. But it's not mandatory to get it, as I mentioned. You can make a project in the PictoBlox only. Okay, Pixel Plus Gaming is mentioning by adding more data to project to make more innovative. Okay. Then no one is answering training a machine to perform various tasks. All right. Okay. What about others? What do you think machine learning is? I want answers, everybody. Come on. If I'm not getting answers, that means you're not interacting with me. Okay. So I want answers. The main board of project. Okay. All right. Fine. Now let me give you a gist what exactly machine learning is. So have you seen that robots have been waking up? Robots have been doing a task lately. They have been learning from their own mistakes. They have been doing tasks autonomously as well. Some are doing manually, some are doing automatically. So these type of robots or mechanisms or machines which can learn from itself or from its mistake while without being explicitly being programmed is categorized as machine learning. That means, let's say if I have my Corky over here, just for example, let's say if Corky can get a glass of water for me without me going to explicitly program for it. So I can just ask, hey Corky, get a glass of water for me. Corky will go get a glass of water and serve it to me. I am not programming Quarky for the same. Quarky is being already programmed. Quarky knows what to do and how to implement such tasks. I'm just giving an example. Of course, Quarky will not be able to do that. I'm just giving an example. Recently, how many of you know that Tesla launched their latest robots? How many of you know it? That Tesla launched their robots. Well, some of you must be knowing about the same, right? Come on, tell me. Machine learning is a branch of computer science that focusing on using the data and algorithms to enable AI to implement the way humans learn. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. So I have a lot of answers. Yes, I know, me. That's perfect. So this is that particular robot that Tesla launched is one of the example of machine learning. Now, if I show it to you, just give me a second. So Tesla robot is basically a type of robot that Tesla has launched recently in one of their events. In that event, they showed how exactly robot can dance, can do a lot of various tasks, can chit chat with you, can do your household chores, right? This is the robot that they have launched. This robot. The name of the robot is Optimus robot. And it's fantastic. I have to say, I watched the entire event, how exactly the robot is able to do tasks autonomously without being programmed for the same with the help of AI and machine learning. I was stunned to see that. So same way machine learning works. Machine learning is basically which something that allows the computer to identify a pattern in data and then do something related to that. For example, if I give you a very common example that we have, that is in email services. Machine learning can detect spam emails and not spam emails. So it will categorize. So I receive a lot of emails every day. Some emails are spam, some emails are very important. The important ones are always categorized as important. The spam ones goes to the spam folder, which I empty out in every 30 days. I am not telling the computer that, hey, this particular mail is spam, this one is not spam. The computer itself understands because there are some common words, there are some common phrases that appear in those junk mails that it categorizes itself into spam mail. Right. Then the second point that I mentioned over here is self-improving, which means the machine learning system learns from the experience and improve itself over the time. Just like us. As human beings, we also learn from our mistakes and then we do not do that again. We try our best to not do that again. So if first time when I was learning mathematics, I said 2 plus 2 is 3. Suppose after learning that 2 plus 2 is 4, I will never say 2 plus 2 is 3 because I have learned from my mistake. Same way, machine learning is going to self-improve itself because it's going to learn from the experience, learn from the mistakes. So that is what it can do. So something like if I talk about Netflix, you must be watching Netflix. If not Netflix, you have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have Amazon, you have Google search, everything is there, right? My Instagram feed, that means my reel section or my Instagram section will look very different than yours. My YouTube page will look very different than yours. My Amazon page will look very different than yours. Why? Because of the recommendation system, because it is improving itself. It is improving from the experiences that it is gaining. So if I'm searching about, let's say, Quarky, if I'm searching about AI, robotics, it will show me videos and topics related to that only. Or let's say if my friend is searching about gaming, about PUBG, about Clash of Clans, so he will be getting that type of content on his feed. So that is self-improvement as well because it is improving its data based on the experience that it is gaining. Right? This is a very good example. I hope this was understood by all of you. Okay. Then moving towards the third part, which is the everyday use. So we have seen machine learning in our everyday use. We have seen it. We have Siri, we have Alexa, we have Cortana, we have Google Home, we have a lot of these assistants, AI assistants, who have been working with us for past so many years, who understands our command using the machine learning. We have Tesla cars. Tesla cars are the most famous till now, the self-driving cars. We have different other companies also selling self-driving cars, and they navigate through roads, or avoid obstacles, follow traffic rules. How exactly they are able to do it? With the help of machine learning. So this was a quick introduction to machine learning. I hope that is clear to all of you. Give me a thumbs up if it is, then we can move ahead. Come on, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, everyone have their own thinking about machine learning, because machine learning definition can't be defined. It is something that is improving day by day. If you Google search what is machine learning, every site, every page will have different explanation about the same. Exactly, Shinjini. Shinjini, yes. The word explicitly proves it very well. Of course. Perfect. So I think it is clear to all of you. Now moving ahead to the machine learning environment in PictoBlox. This is the major focus of today's session. What is machine learning environment? Why do we have it? What it can do? Now we will be training our first model. Very simple. All right. I will share my screen, my PictoBlox screen. Kindly give me a moment. So we have this PictoBlox open. I hope you all have downloaded PictoBlox. If not, as I mentioned, just type download PictoBlox, download the latest versions after selecting your device type, or you can also use the online version, which is PictoBlox.ai. So I will just click on blocks. Then I can just go on file and click on open ML environment. I hope that you can see this. I will annotate it as well for all of you. This option, open ML environment. So if I click on it, the ML environment will open up for me. Okay, over there, I have this particular create new project button. Let's click on that. Now, this is the page where I have to add all the details about the project. So this project that I will be making is a very simple one. It will be image classification. So I have few cards or few pictures with me. Let me stop sharing and show it to you. Just a second. I will also remove my background. Yeah. So this is what the card or the pictures that I have look like. I have one for tomato. I have one for onions, right? Then I have one for wheat. Then I have one for corn, then potatoes and carrot. So these are the pictures that I have with me. So using these pictures, I will be training my model. So what I want to do, I want if there is any farmer coming to me or coming or using my application that I will be creating, I want the farmer to scan a picture of any crop. I'm just having these examples. Scan a picture of any crop or show the crop on the system, on the camera. He will get every detail about the crop. At what temperature the crop can be grown, which fertilizers are the best for the crop, how much water it requires per day, right? What's the ideal time or month to grow that crop? What are the the points to remember while you're growing that crop? So every detail the farmer will be getting. So that is the type of application that we are creating today. We can add more innovative additions to the same. We will do that while we are creating this. Okay, I think it's the right time. Switch to the PictoBlox application. I hope you all are excited and with me for this. Okay, so let's type in the project's name, which is Farmers Help. Then if you want, you can give a project's description as well. Let's say if I want to give a description that this particular project is focused on XYZ or ABC. Whatever you want to describe your project, that's a very optional decision that you can take if you want to give a description. Then select the project type. Ours will be image classification. Let's click on that and let's click on create project. Here we have the project page opened up. Now on the left hand side, I will annotate for you as well. On the left hand side over here, we have the classes. Class 1, class 2, class 3, we can add more classes. We will rename them according to the crop, carrot, potato, or whatever the crop we will be choosing. Then we have this particular block in which we will be training all the classes. So I have, let's say, 10 classes. So I will be training all the 10 classes in this block with the help of this particular block. Then after that, a testing pop-up will come over here where I can test my trained model and export it. So these are the three major parts of the project in the project tile in the machine learning environment. All right, let me just clear the annotations and then move ahead. So now let's create our first class. So our first class will be of carrot. Let's do carrot first, right? This is what the carrot looks like. Very simple, very easy. Let's just click on it and type carrot, right? Simple. Now you have two options. Either you can upload the image. That means you must be having a downloaded data set of carrot image. You can upload that. If not, you can use the webcam. So I'm going to use the webcam for the same. Okay. So, yeah, I can select the webcam and here we go. We have the carrot. Let's just hit on record. So record as many photos as you can. I would recommend record at least 150 maximum, or it can go, sorry, minimum but it can go to more than 200 as well. It depends on your system type. I think that looks good, right? So carrot is done. Then let's create one for corn. Then again, choose webcam. Then click on hold record. All you have to do is just stay clicked on this particular button, the hold record button. Hold on to it. Why I'm moving the picture is because I want it to be as real as possible, right? So we are training 250 images per crop or per vegetable. Okay, then let's click on add class. Over here, we will add a class, which is the class 3, and let's add one of potato. And let's click on upload. Sorry. Let's click on webcam. My bad. Then click on hold record. Record each and every process, each and every photo. You can move the picture if you want to so that it will be live, because of course I will not be holding it right in front of the camera every time. So yeah, 151. I like 250 only. Okay. Then let's add another one. This one we can name as tomatoes. Click on webcam. Very fast. Let's do this. It's a very simple yet very easy process and a fun one, to be honest, because all you have to do is just click on hold record and capture as many images as you want to. It's very easy, right? Okay, 250 done. Then let's do onions. I have onions and then wheat. I have different type of crops. You can choose any other type of crop as well if you want to. Let's just click on hold record and record the image. Make sure you're getting the close-ups, make sure you're getting the far-ups, and make sure you're moving the image as well so that it captures it like in a real time. Done. One extra, we don't want that. Let's click on add class. This will be our sixth one. This one will be for wheat. Then let's click on webcam. Hold record. Let's record 250 images for this as well. Done. Okay. So this was easy, right? This part was very easy. Just recording each and every image. Very easy. We are done with all the six crops. All the six ones are done. These are the six crops. Done. Keep the cards aside. Now, let's do just the magic part. That is, click on train model. So if the model is large, the training will take time. You have to understand that. You have to be patient about it. The training will take time if the model is large because I have added six classes with 250 images each. It will take me time to train this model. So you can do that, or you can just let it train. By that time, you can start creating the other parts of the project, which is maybe the physical part that you are creating or maybe any other part. Okay. By the time we are doing the training part, let's move back to the presentation while it is training. So over here, this is the activity that we want to create. Farmers help application. Very simple activity, yet very innovative. We want the farmer to come, scan the photo, get every data about the particular crop they want to grow, and then they will be able to get that data. Over here also, we can add a home page, a welcome page, different buttons, everything that we want to add. Okay, we will be doing that. We will be making it very, very attractive and interactive. So I hope you all are excited for that. Okay. By the time it's training our model, it's already halfway done. So I think we don't have that much time. Let me quickly introduce you all to Quarky. So why Quarky is the best robot out there? Because you will be able to use Quarky to create a lot of activities, a lot of AI models, a lot of machine learning models, and implement the same in robots. So yeah, let's quickly say hi to Quarky, which I have over here. This particular small little robot is able to do wonders. Last year, we received a lot of projects focused on just Quarky. And I was amazed to see the level of innovation which was there in last year's project with the kids who used Quarky, not just in track 1, but in track 2 as well. So yeah, these are the components. This is what the Quarky components look like. I will show it to you as well. This is the front of the Quarky. Let me quickly stop sharing so that you can focus on me. This is the front of Quarky. So over here, we have different elements that are there. Let me use, I will use my finger only, yeah. So this is what the front looks like. This area, these are the LED panels. This LED panel, okay? This will display different lights, different animations, different emotions. It can display your name and any other pattern that you want it to display. You can do that. Then we have these tactical switches, L and R. These are the tactical switches that you can use to create any application. So let's say if I want to make an application in which I'm using LNR, or if I want to make a game in which I'm using LNR as my remote control, you can do that. Then we have these servo motors pins. You can connect two servo motors over here with the help of these pins. Then we have this generic input output area pins over here, as you can see. Then at the end, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the touch pins. You can click on or touch on them. It will do the task that it is being coded for. So let's say if I want to play a touch-based piano, very simple to do that. I will show it to you. Then on the front, we also have this speaker. I hope you are able to see it. This is the speaker, which you can use to make Quarky sound up and make it more interesting. Okay. Then at the backend side, I have attached the battery. The backend side is also very pretty, just like the front one, right? At the back, we have the on and off button. Let me, yeah. At the back, we have the on and off button. I hope you're able to see it. Um, yeah, over here, this one. This particular button is on and off. Sorry, my camera is getting blurred because of, I think it is because of the, just a second, let me unblur it. Yeah. Yeah, so I think now it is visible, the on and off button. Then we have the charging port over here by which you can charge. It will charge with the USB-C. So you can use USB-C to charge the Quarky. You can connect the battery. We have IR sensor at the back. As you can see, these are the two IR sensors at the top. These sensors can be used in a lot of various activities. Mostly they are used in the line following robot. So you can create a line following robot as well. The Quarky which I am using, it's basically not fully assembled. Usually we have Quarky which has wheels. I will show that as well when I'm moving towards the activities that we will be doing. So that is where I will be showing you different type of models that you can create with Quarky as well. So I think everybody is very excited, and we have been waiting a lot for our machine learning model to train. Let's go back. So you can see it's more than halfway done, and we are almost done with the training part. Since I'm training a lot of images, since I'm also live on YouTube, I am using Zoom, I am using PPT, my a lot of web browsers are open. So it will also, of course, take a little time because of that as well, because I'm using a lot of various applications and my CPU is being used amongst the same. So it has been divided. So PictoBlox training part will take a little time because I'm live also and I'm doing a lot of tasks on the same laptop. So please be with me. So since it is taking a little time to train, let me also show you the Quarky with the wheels as well. So I have this Quarky kit with me. Let me quickly get it out and let me show it to you. By the time this model is getting trained, so this model usually it won't take that much time since as I mentioned that I'm live also and I'm using my CPU has been used in a lot of tasks. So therefore the training part is taking time, but not a lot, of course. So my model is done. It is being saved now. So my model accuracy turns out to be good. That means my model is perfectly fine. My model is perfectly good. So this is what the Quarky box looks like. Then under this perk, if you open it, you will have your Quarky over there. And then you will also have this Quarky getting started guide as well. So this is something that you will be getting in the boxes. Okay. Now, I think before moving ahead with the Quarky, let's test our model and then we will move to Quarky back again. So let's click on webcam. Let me select my cards. I have it over here. Let's go for carrot. 100% carrot. Perfect. Let's go for corn. 100% corn. Perfect. Let's go for potatoes. 100% potato. Perfect. Perfect. Onions. Okay, onions are down here. Sorry. Onions. I was like, where is onion? And then we have the wheat. There we go. Simple as that. So there is one more thing. Now, if you are wondering that, sir, you are not showing anything on the camera right now. You are just there on the camera. Why it is saying you are tomato? So we haven't trained it that like that. We have just trained the cards. So what we can do is we can add one more class if you want to, and that class be of the background. Whatever is in the background, maybe it's you, maybe it's somebody else. You can do that. But let's say if I move it will still say tomato, potato, onion, wheat. The reason, the reason is pretty simple. Because we haven't trained it according to the background. I just trained the cards. So you can add one more class which can be of the background. So that is up to you. That if you want your model to be very clear, very precise, you can add background details as well as or a class of background too. Now let's just click on export model. You have two options. Either you can export it in block-based coding or you can export it in Python coding. Let's do block-based coding. It will take some time to load the model. Done. So now I have the blocks here with me. Very easy, very simple. Now let's set up the stage. As I mentioned in the last session also, having a very attractive, interactive project will of course give you more marks. The more the project is clean and attractive to the judge will be impressed. So you have to make sure that your project is attractive. So for that, we will upload a backdrop. So I will select a backdrop which I have already downloaded. I just click on open. I have the backdrop over here. I will select the entire backdrop. And resize it. Done. The resizing part is done. Now what I can do, I can add a platform where my Toby can stand. So that platform can be a little like muddy color. Something like this. Okay. Let's add this platform. Looks good. Fair enough. Now let's add the text. Text will be Farmer's Help application. You can select any font that you want. You can select handwriting, any other font that you like. Let's just type. Farmer's Help application. You can resize it, place it in the middle, and off we go. Done. Now let's go back to Toby. If you want, you can add a hat on Toby's head also, just to make it look a little more aesthetic. And if you want, you can add carrot as well over here. So I will draw a carrot in his hand. So what I will do, I will just use the paintbrush. I will use orange color. This is perfect. Let's add a carrot over here. Brush size to be 2 so that I can first draw the carrot and then I will fill it up. I know carrot doesn't look like this at all. Please don't mind my drawings. I'm trying my best. Okay, let's increase the brush size. Let's then paint it up. The carrots are always not in good shape, of course. They're not perfect. All right, then let's select green for its top part, like this. I think it looks good. I can see it on the stage. It looks very good. So I think I am a little artistic. Okay, done with the attractive part. Now let's go to the coding part. Of course, we will make it more attractive as we go forward. Now what we want to do? Now we want to make Toby help the farmers. We want the Toby to ask the farmers details first. Let's say just the name, because farmers already are very occupied in the agriculture work they have. So they won't be entering a lot of details. That makes sense, right? So let's just ask the name. So let's create one variable. Let's name that variable as name. Select data type as string because of course it can't be number. And then click on OK. Now let's go to sensing, grab ask what's your name, and then answer block. So we want the answer to be stored in which variable? Name variable. Pretty simple. That part is already done. So now we have taken the name. As I mentioned, I always break my code into different parts. And when all the parts are working, that is when I attach them together. Same way we will be doing this time as well. Different parts, attach them together and make it work. Perfectly fine. I have asked the name. Okay, if I want, I can ask the region as well. That can also be used in a very interactive way. I can have a location also. I can do anything that I want over here. Perfectly fine. Okay. Now let's do a very simple procedure. That is, go to extensions and add weather data. Simple. Add weather data. Now, what I will do, if the farmer asks, what's the temperature? I want Toby to say the exact temperature where the farmer is using the application. Because farmers, of course, they need to know the humidity level. They need to know the temperature. They need to know when it's going to rain and what's the sunrise time, what's the sunset time. The farmers need to know that. Of course, I have uh, I have had watched some documentaries on Nat Geo, on Discovery Channel, where I took a look at how exactly farmers work and what are the areas they have to focus on. Same way, whenever you are picking a theme for your track one project, you can take help of YouTube, you can take help of such documentaries to understand what the theme is all about. And that will help you to ideate something for the particular problem statement that you will be picking. Okay, all right. Now, what I will be doing, I want to get the weather data of the longitude and latitude. So first thing first, I have to get the latitude and longitude of my exact location. I can do that. I can just type what's the exact longitude and latitude of my location, and I will be able to get that. But of course, I'm not going to reveal the exact location. Therefore, I will be searching for the longitude and latitude of New Delhi, India, where I live. So what I will do, I will simply click and open another tab on the web browser. I will share my screen as well. Over here, I will type lat and long of New Delhi, India. So these are the coordinates of New Delhi, India. Okay, which is the capital of India. Delhi is the capital of India, right? So let's grab this value and place it in the lat value. Done. Then let's grab longitude value. Yeah, and then place it over here. Done. We got the details, right? Now, after getting the details, I have the data of New Delhi. I have the weather data of New Delhi. I can get temperature that I can get in Celsius. I can get in Fahrenheit, right? I can get minimum temperature or maximum temperature in Fahrenheit and Celsius as well. I can get the pressure, I can get the humidity level. I want to get the humidity level because farmers, they need to have the humidity level. I want to know the wind speed because farmers, there are farmers who grow wheat. Wheat cannot withstand a lot of wind speed. Then we have tomatoes. Tomatoes plants are very, very fragile. They can't stand a lot of water. They can't stand a lot of heat. They can't stand a lot of wind. So the farmers should know what's the wind speed as well. Then the sunrise and the sunset time. Very easy. I got these details. I can now present it to the farmer. How can I do that? I can either use the say block or I can use Quarky. I will be using Quarky later on because once I will be coming to the Quarky part. But right now we will be using the say block. Let's just grab temperature and let's go to operator and use join block. Because just displaying a temperature like that will not look good. We have to mention what we are displaying, right? To make it a little more attractive. So let's just duplicate it for the others. Say temperature. Done. It's going to say temperature. Then say humidity percentage. Okay, let's duplicate it for the next part. Grab the humidity block, place it inside. Then wind speed. Okay, let's duplicate it for the next one and keep it aside. Place it here, add wind speed. We can, of course, if you want the wind direction, you can add that as well. If you want the wind speed meter per second, you can choose that as well. Then I'm getting the sunrise. Then let's just duplicate it for the sunset part. Place sunrise over here. Then sunset and done. I can, of course, change the timings. I want the temperature to be displayed for 4 seconds. I want the humidity to be displayed for 3, wind to be displayed for, again, sorry, humidity 3, wind 3, sunrise 2, my bad, sunset, 4 for sunrise and sunset, at 4 for the temperature. Okay, let's try that. Temperature is 30, humidity percentage is 37, wind speed is 2.5, 2.5, sunrise. Yeah, sunrise was at this time only. Sunset will be at this time. Perfect. Looks good, right? I have got the weather data for the farmer. Sir, I have PictoBlox web, but when I click on file, I do not see the ML option. What should I do? Sinjini, let me show it to you. Just 1 second. All of you, if you are facing this issue, let me show it to you. Over here, PictoBlox dot AI. By the time it's opening, let's go back to our PictoBlox application. Over here, this part is done. Now I will move to the machine learning part. Okay. But before that, let me showcase it to you. We have machine learning environment is coming soon on the PictoBlox.ai. So what you can do is, sorry. PictoBlox.ai will have the machine learning environment soon. By that time, you can use the application which is there, the desktop application. So make sure you download that. So tomorrow I will be showing you one more web version of PictoBlox to you, which is again one other tip and trick that I can show you tomorrow. So that one is there, which is usually used by our team. So you can use that one if you do not have the application installed. But as of now, I will prefer if you have the install application with you, just go hit PictoBlox. Sorry, just go over here on the web browser, download PictoBlox, and then select your device type and download the latest version. Do not download the older one. Download the latest version, please. So we have the device types, and you can download the latest version, which is the 8.0.0. So yeah. And of course, we have the Halloween sale going on. If you want, I could see a lot of students saying that we want to get Quarky. It's the right time to get that. So yeah, this Halloween sale will give you a 35% off. Okay, coming back to our farmers help application, we got the temperature, right? Now, why do we want to display it? And how do we want to display it? Let's say after getting the name of the farmer, we want to wait for 4 seconds, or let's say 2 seconds. After that, we want to ask another question. That is, do you want the weather data? Okay, very simple. Over here, what we can do, add a forever loop, add a if then situation. Pretty simple. If then or just if situation. I think if will work perfectly fine over here. So if our answer is equals to yes, then we want to broadcast a message. Message will be weather. Pretty simple. If the answer of this particular question, that is, do you want the weather data, is yes, then broadcast a message weather. And then when the message weather is received, just display this weather data. Let's try it out. Okay. What's your name? Vivek. Wait for 2 seconds. Do you want to display the weather data? Yes. Temperature is displayed. Then it will wait for a few seconds. Okay. I have made one mistake. Now I want everyone in the live chat box to tell me what that mistake is. A very easy one. A very easy to find out this particular mistake. It's a very common, easy mistake that I've made because it's just displaying the temperature. It's not displaying humidity, wind speed, sunrise, sunset, just the temperature. What's the reason behind that? So if the person who gives me the exact reason behind this will be declared the star student. Green flag. No, green flag is no, no, no. Green flag can be added anytime. That's not a problem. As I mentioned, I like to have my code broken up into different parts so that I can identify the mistake easily. Green flag is not a problem. Forever. Very good, Sanjeev. Very good. Now the reason behind that. So what it is doing, it is not breaking out of this forever loop. It's not breaking out, therefore it's not displaying the entire data that I want it to display because it's creating a forever loop for that. So what we can do, we can either remove the forever loop and let's check it out. Will this work? Let's see. Type in your name, Vivek. Do you want to display the weather data? Yes. Temperature, humidity, works perfectly fine. Sanjeev, you are the star of today's class. Amazing. Good job. So you see, making such common mistakes are very easy. All you have to do is not panic and trying to understand what the mistake is. And that is why I say break your code into different parts so that you can understand and analyze what exactly the mistake is. Right? Very easy. Done. Now we have got the name. We have got if you want to display the weather data or not. That part is pretty much done. Now let's quickly move to the Quarky part. Very easy. So click on board and select Quarky. Okay. So there are two options by which you can connect your Quarky to your PictoBlox. One is USB port. One is Bluetooth port. USB means the USB-C connected to your Quarky via USB-C to USB cable that we have. Or you can directly select Bluetooth ports. So the Bluetooth port while you're connecting your Quarky via Bluetooth to your laptop or to your computer, you need to have one particular thing installed. That is the PictoBlox link. So I have this installed already. It's just like a Bluetooth add-on that is there. It's not a very big application. It's just one small little add-on that is there. Okay. So open the Bluetooth link, click on try again. It's looking for Quarky. So I haven't turned on my Quarky. Let's click and hit the turn on button. My Quarky is turned on. Okay. It's looking for the connections. Let's click on refresh. My device named as Vivek is there. So you see a blue light will come up over here, right? Now, if I click on connect, the Quarky will play a sound and this blue light will turn into green. Watch it carefully. Played a sound, blue turned to green. Easy. Quarky is connected. Well done. Now our Quarky will be added over here. If you want, you can just delete it. And let's just focus on Toby itself. Okay, what do we want to do with the machine learning part? What do I want to do? So let's say, first thing first, I want to open the recognition window, right? Recognition window is basically a pop-up that will come up. Or I can turn on the video on the stage itself. Up to you. If you want to open the recognition window separately, or if you want to just have the video on the stage. Let's just do video on the stage with 80% transparency so that our stage is also visible, right? Then we have to analyze image from webcam. Analyzing from stage will not make sense over here. The reason, because our feed is directly going through webcam. So analyzing through webcam will make more sense. Done. Analyze from webcam, done. Then we want to identify the class. Is it carrot? Is it wheat? Is it potato? Is it onion, tomato, corn? Which crop the farmer is showing? We want to identify that class. Based on that, what we want to do, we want the Quarky to display some information. Okay, very easy. All right, now let's code this part. What do we want to do? First of all, we want to turn on the video on the stage, analyze the image. For this, we will be using a forever loop. Why? We want the analyze image from the webcam part to be continued until we stop the execution of the code. Now, who will give me the reason for this? Why are we adding a forever loop here? Why do we want a forever loop to analyze the image from web camera? Why do we want that? I want the answer in the live chat box. Again, let's see who will be the other star of today's session of this bootcamp. Let's see. Why do we want a forever loop for this block, which is analyze image from web camera? Go on. Waiting for your answers. So it will forever analyze image. Very good, Shinjini. Good job. You are the next star of this session. Amazing. Yes, that is what we wanted to do. Forever analyze the image from the camera so that if I show wheat, it will tell me every detail about wheat. After that, if I show it onion, it will tell me every detail about onion. If tomato, it will tell me every detail about tomato. I don't want it to just tell me about tomato and not tell me about any other crops. If I will remove the forever block, it will just analyze one picture, which will be the first one that I will show. It will not analyze any other picture after that. Therefore, adding a forever loop over here makes perfect sense. And very good, Shinjini. Good job. And good job to everyone else also. Kudos to you. Perfect. Now, let's just do that part, which will be if we if this particular identification that is being done, if it is a carrot, what do we want it to do? First, we want the Quarky to have carrot color to be displayed, right? So what we can do is we can have this display matrix button, this particular block. It will display different animations. So as you can see, it is displaying a heart, which is for all of you that you are doing a great job, right? Then you can display different animations also. If you want to display happy, it will display happy animation. Okay, let's say if you want to display a pattern of forest colors, it will display that as well, right? So it is doing that. So you can do this. So let's make a very cute little matrix for the carrot. Delete this, select the orange color. I'm trying to make a carrot, but I don't think so I will be able to because I'm not that artistic. So let's just fill it out. And on top, we can add the green part, which will look like this. And we can also have LED off over here so that it look just a little better. I know doesn't look like carrot at all, but I'm trying my best. I think it looks good. It's okay. I tried my best. Let's check it out. Yeah, it looks like carrot. Please, come on. I am a little bit artistic. I can say that. Okay, let's just display carrot over here. If you want, you can display other things as well. That's up to you. Then duplicate this, add it over here. Let's say if it is corn, then you can display any other thing. So for corn, we will go with let's say green outer lane, because corn has green outer lane. So we will go for something like this, and then in between like this. So in between, corn also has a little bit of orange part as well, so that it looks a little artistic and real. We will add that too. Let's check it out. Yeah, perfectly looks like and resembles corn. Looks good. Place it over here. Let's click on clear screen so that my focus will be over here. Now, carrot, corn, done. Duplicate onions. Onions are looking like something like this. So what I can do, let's go with pink or maybe white. We have in different places, I have seen white onions and pink onions also. So you can choose any of the color that you want. So I will do this one only. LED off on this. Then I choose this. Okay, then I can have green one coming out like this. Right? Looks good. Let's click on OK. Let's display it. Yep, pretty much looks like the onion. Come on. I'm very artistic. I can say this. After this particular session, you have to declare me Da Vinci. Da Vinci of displaying different matrix in a very good manner. Then, if we don't have onion, which other one we are missing? We have done carrot, corn, onion, and then let's do potato. Potato are just like this, so I will just have it like this particular color will look good for potato. Potato are very off shape, so I don't mind having a weird shape for it. I will just turn off these two so that it looks like potato a little bit. It's looking a little bit like potato. Okay. All right. Let's just click on it. Yeah. All right. Oh, my Bluetooth port got disconnected. I guess, yeah, I have lost the battery. My bad. Let me quickly plug it in and connect it again. Okay, so potato is looking perfectly fine. I will connect it again. My Quarky ran out of battery. I'm really sorry. Then, okay, it's on. Let me quickly click on connect. Done. Let's display this. Let's see how it looks. Looks perfectly fine. Potato is also done. Let's go for tomato. For tomato, we will just have red color, just like how we had it for. So this is our tomato. On top, we have one green color to resemble the green leaf. Yeah, tomato looks also good. Cute. Okay, tomato is also done. What about other part? Oh God, yeah. It turned on my camera on the stage. I'm sorry. Yeah, tomato is done. Now let's do wheat. So wheat looks like this, right? Something like this. I think this is the best that I can create for the wheat. Quarky again ran out of battery. Okay, let it charge for something. I will not use it. Okay, so all classes are done. If it is carrot, it will display carrot, corn, onion, onion, potato, tomato, wheat. What if in the else part? If it is displaying nothing, that means clear screen. Pretty simple. Now, what else you can do? You can add more about these particular identification that you have done. So let's say after displaying carrot, I also want I also want Toby to talk about carrot. So for that, what I will do, I will go in looks. I'll grab a say hello block and type everything, every detail about carrot. So what you can do, you can type in temperature, you can type in amount of water they require, you can type in any other detail as well. If not, what you can do is you can make different buttons also. So let's say if you click on temperature for carrot, it will tell you the temperature that is required for the carrot. And you can do for temperature, water, humidity, soil type, fertilizers, so anything like that, right? So you can create such things. So let me just showcase it to you once, just like how we created for yesterday's session. It's very simple. Same way we are going to do it for this session as well. This time I'm going to go with a little, I'll try to go with some better color. Okay, fine. Let's use this one. So this one will help to display. Oh God. Yeah. This one will help to display temperature. So what temperature is required for carrot? Let's have it pixelated. Let's increase the size, place it in the middle, select this. If you want to give it a little outline or gradient, you can do that as well. Make it as interactive and attractive as possible. Increase the thickness. There you go. You can change the outline color also. So let's say I want the outline color to be dark brown. I can do that as well. It looks good. Place it over here. Done. Go back to blocks. So let's say in machine learning, when caret is predicted, very easy. We have a had block. When caret is predicted, we want the, sorry, when the caret is predicted, because we want to click it. So I think the click one will make a little more sense. So when this sprite is clicked, I want it to check what? I wanted to check this easy part, this one. Duplicate it, place it and drag it and drop it over here. It's copied here. Okay, done. So when this sprite is clicked, I will go on a forever loop, add it over here. If caret is detected, I want it to say the ideal temperature for caret. So let's say the ideal temperature for caret is 30 Celsius. I'm just predicting it. You can check it out on YouTube or Google or use ChatGPT to get that data. But as of now, I'm just predicting and adding it over here. So you can change it as per the actual temperature that is required, right? And let's say for corn usually grows in, let's say around 50 or sorry, 50 is way too much. 25. Same way you can go for onions. Onions grow in a little, I guess, moist temperature. So let's go for 22. So as I mentioned, I'm just predicting it. You can check it out on Google or use ChatGPT to get this data so that you have the accurate data with you. Since I am little behind the time, so I will be just predicting it as I go. Same way for wheat. Wheat can usually be grown into any temperature as I have seen. Okay, done. So this part is done. Temperature is done. This part is also done. Okay. Now, how do we connect all of these together? So I've already asked the name. So what we can do is cherry on top of the cake when the green flag is clicked. Okay. So when the green flag is clicked, I want to get the name. I want to wait for 2 seconds. I want to get the weather data. Okay. After this, what I want to do, I want if the user says yes, then good to go. Okay. Then good to go. If let's say if the user says no, what should we do? We should skip the weather data and directly go to this part. So for this, what we will do, we will make some changes over here. We will use the if then else part. So if the user says yes, then broadcast weather. If the user says no, that means something else. Else means no only. So then display identification part or start the identification part and click on OK. Done. Okay, right over here, we have when I receive identification, do that. Now, tell me, what if the user says yes? If the user says yes, this part will start off. That means the weather data will be displayed. But what about the identification? Will the identification be displayed or will the identification part be taken up? Or shall I do something in this code? Now, this is a quick question for you. Since you have been listening to me in a very decent and concentrated manner, now this question is for you. Let's say if I say yes, I want to display the weather data. What after that? Will the identification part will take place or no? If not, then how I can do that? Come on, I want to answer. You shall do something. Of course, we have to do something. No, yes, no, yes. I'm getting no, yes, no, yes. Of course, yes, it will not display it. But how to make it display it? What should I do? Now we will have the third and the final winner of this session. So the one who will say the reason, or the one who will state how exactly I have to display it, will be the final star of this session. So I'm waiting for the answer. Go on. Well, I know the answer already. I'm waiting for your response. After weather identification. What to do after weather identification? What? Another sprite? No, it's not required. Come on, think about something. See, I've already, let's say if I say yes, the weather broadcast part will be done. This will be done. But this identification part will not be done. How can I make it broadcast the identification message? We can broadcast a new message at the end of. Very good. Sujitha, amazing. Perfect. A huge round of applause for her. Amazing. Yes. What I have to do, just grab another broadcast message over here, select identification. Simple as that. So if any farmer who wants to know the weather data will get the weather data, and then it will automatically move to the identification part. Very simple. Good job. Okay. Now let's connect Quarky again. I think it already got a little charged, connected. Now let's click on green flag. What's your name? Vivek. Do you want to display the weather data? Yes. It will do temperature. Give me temperature. Give me humidity, wind speed, sunrise, sunset, and then this identification part will start off. So my video will turn on the stage since I have turned it off with this. So yeah, it's on. I hope you can see it. Now, let's say I grab onion. Corky is also displaying onion. Okay, Corky is displaying onion. Look at it carefully. Let's say, because I look like a tomato, it's therefore declaring me as tomato, now onion. Wheat is displaying wheat. Is displaying wheat. I hope you can see it. Oh, yeah, wheat. Then again, it's declaring me as tomato because I look like a tomato. Then let's go for tomato actually. It will display tomato. Let's go for potato. It is displaying potato. Right? Let's go for corn. It's displaying corn. Let's go for carrot. It's displaying carrot. Our work is done. It's displaying everything perfectly fine. Now let's click on temperature. It's going to give us a temperature. So as of now, it is detecting me as tomato. Therefore, it's giving me temperature for the tomato only. Now, this is just an example of a project that you can create with machine learning and with Quarky. Just a quick example, because I had, of course, we have limited time. I can't make an entire project over here. I'm just going to display some of the examples and help you out with some of the innovative ideas that you can choose to make your own project. So same way I displayed temperature, same way you can display the water requirements for that particular identified crop. You can display and create another such button for the humidity level, for the fertilizer. So let's say if the farmers wants to know if the farmer is growing a carrot. So which are the fertilizers suitable for carrot? You can display a list of that. Okay. Then let's say if the farmer wants to know if the farmer is growing corn, what are the precautions, sorry, potato, what are the precautions or things to remember while growing a potato farm or while growing potato in a farm. So this is how you can make a very innovative yet very simple interactive application in PictoBlox. You see, it's very innovative. This particular idea that I have is very innovative. But of course, as I mentioned, we are time constrained. Therefore, I'm just going to show you some parts of the project. I can't make the entire project and show it to you. But we have received a lot of such projects regarding farmers' help, agriculture. You can add temperature or soil moisture sensor to Quarky as well. So you can place the Quarky in the farm and get the details about the same. So let's say if I want to know what's the moisture level of the soil, with the help of the water sensor, I can get the moisture level. Very easy, very simple. If I want to know the temperature around the farm. So let's say, because due to humidity, the farm temperature also increases. The farm plot temperature also increases. So let's say if I want to get the temperature, if I want to get the humidity level, I can add those sensors also. So that can be easily done. So this is just one of the example that you can do. So which Quarky model you are using? It's just a simple Quarky. It's just a simple Quarky. I'm using Ultimate Kit, but I have disassembled it so that I can show it to you in a good way. Okay. Now I'm open up to question. I will go back to my slides, the PPT, and I am open up to questions. So this is just one of the idea that what type of projects you can create. By the time you are asking me questions, I'm going to share the feedback form link with you all. So fill the feedback attendance form, mark your attendance for today's session, because that is mandatory. That is mandatory, and that will help me out in not just me, but the entire team, so that we can understand what your feedback is, your genuine feedback is about the session, and what more you want in a session. And of course, make sure you are joining us, following us on Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram, anywhere. So I can't download PictoBlox. What's the reason? What's the issue that you're facing? Was the cheapest price for Quarky. Right now is the cheapest price for Quarky because we have the Halloween sale going on. So you can get Quarky at a discount rate. If you want to get one, you can get a Quarky at a discount rate. We have different other kits as well. You can take a look at all the kits that are available on the website. So I'm open to any questions if you have any, guys. Where do I get the latest updates? You will get the latest updates about the bootcamp, about the Codeavour competition on WhatsApp, on Instagram, Telegram, Facebook. So wherever you feel like you want to follow Codeavour, I would suggest follow us everywhere. But wherever you feel like you want to get the latest updates about the same, you can add us there. And we would, of course, love and appreciate if you follow us everywhere. Okay. So I'm open to questions, everybody, and make sure you are filling the attendance and marking your attendance for today's session. Again, I will be sharing the link in the chat box. And yes, of course, you can get 35% off on all AI and robotics kits by using the code Halloween35. The Halloween will be capital letters. So how can we tell all the information at the same time? Um, Information as in the temperature, everything. So for that, what you can do is, let's say, I will show it to you. So let's say if the carrot is detected, over here only I can add all the information. So if the carrot is detected, I want it to display temperature for carrot. And I want it to display humidity required for carrot. And then I can also get it displayed the water required for carrot. Water per liter per day. so that every detail I can display over here also. But to just make it more interactive, I added a button. It's just one of the things that you can do. It's not mandatory to just follow the same steps that I am doing. You can, of course, because as I mentioned, one code can be done into various methods, can be taken up by various methods. There are various methods to take up one code, right? Various methods to do that. So it's up to you, whichever you feel like it's suitable for you, you can choose that and then create your own innovative project. Shinjini, I'm using normal Quarky Explorer kit. Robot is the one that I'm using. Quarky Explorer. I have Ultimate kit with me, Innovator kit. I have the Explorer one, which I'm using right now. This one. This is the normal Quarky Explorer kit. Attendance link I've already shared in the chat box. It is pinned also. If you like this session, of course, make sure to like the session on YouTube. Your likes will give me motivation and keep me happy, right? So fill out the attendance and feedback form and ask your questions before I wrap up this session. Go on. So I hope you all enjoyed this session. I hope everything is clear to all of you. My Corgi robot gets disconnected with my mobile phone. What to do? What may be the possible reason? Update your PictoBlox application. Make sure your PictoBlox application is updated. Make sure your phone is updated. The OS of your phone is up to date. Make sure the um, Quarky is also up to date. I'm sorry. Yeah. Make sure the Quarky is also up to date. By a Quarky up to date means the firmware. We have to broadcast weather in both conditions. Yeah. Um, you can do that as well. Prabhav, what problem are you facing while downloading the PictoBlox? Can you please tell me? Tip for the competition. Sujita, the tip for the competition is be as innovative as possible. Make sure your code is very clean, very neat. It is not scrambled here and there. It should be in a straight line so that when the judge looks at your code, your project, the judge should see that how focused you are on this competition, so that you are even pointing out each and every detail. So everything is very neat, everything is neat and clean, your code is perfectly fine, your stage should look attractive, everything that every small elements that you are adding with perfection, right? And at the end on 26th October, I will be telling you how you can pitch your project for track one. Over there also, I will be sharing you more details of how exactly you can present yourself, how you can present your project, and how you can make your project presentation. That will help you out a lot. So make sure that you're tuning in till 26, and tuning in on 26 is of course mandatory if you want to stand out in Codeavour. Not just regionals, nationals, but also at internationals. So as I mentioned, this is an international level of competition. You have to make sure that you are pitch perfect. Everything should be perfect so that you can stand out and win this competition. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you have any question, you can drop it off in the WhatsApp community over the Telegram also. And you can, of course, join us on Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, on different any platforms that you are suitable. You can join us there for the latest updates regarding the Codeavour Innovation Fest. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you like this session. If you did, kindly do like this particular session live, or if you're watching it recorded, then do like the recording as well. I will see you tomorrow at the same time. same place. So yeah, thank you so much. Tomorrow we are going to explore the latest editions of PictoBlox. So make sure you're tuning in for tomorrow as well. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.